Famcast Media, bitch.
Well, right now, the state of New Jersey is going through an ongoing legal battle, and it's about the safety of our students. Yes, that is a Monster High doll. You're not seeing things. Good afternoon, demons and demons. This is Kwame Wahkan here, and this is about a story that's happening in, I think, Monmouth County, New Jersey. Now, basically what had happened was, back in, I think, was it May? It probably might have been May. Phil Murphy, the governor of my state, has declared New Jersey a sanctuary state for transgender people. Now, this was all following all of the crazy things that are going on all throughout the country, but mostly in Florida with Governor Ron DeSantis. Now, he signed a bill into law, banning, conversion therapy for minors. Transgender people are also recognized as a protected class in the state of New Jersey. And when it comes to transgender students, we have certain protections in place that allow them to use whatever pronoun they want and identify with whatever name they want, whether speaking to a teacher or a guidance counselor. Well, some parents are upset about this, and some school districts have refused to obey these policies, which in turn could put a lot of these students' lives in jeopardy. I have a news clip, and I'm going to play that for you.
A state Superior Court judge grants an injunction prohibiting policies in Monmouth County school districts that some say out transgender students. News 12 New Jersey's Jyothi Reiki here in studio with more details this morning. Jyothi?
Yeah, Della, this comes just a couple of weeks before the school year begins, and it impacts students in 3 districts here locally. We've seen protests regarding these parental notification transgender policies since they were introduced. You're looking at one now in Middletown. Policies were also introduced and approved in Marlboro and Manalapan-Englishtown districts. Opponents say these policies out students to their parents, jeopardizing their safety at home. Parents would be notified if their child seeks a transgender accommodation, including a change of pronouns or name. The injunction granted by the Superior Court prohibits the policies from taking effect this school year, as cases challenging the policies are ongoing. The Superior Court found that the policies violate the rights of vulnerable students by discriminating against them on the basis of gender identity or expression. A case is also ongoing in Hanover School District for a similar policy. The AG's office is involved in that as well. This is obviously a developing story, and we'll bring you any details, any new information we get as we get it.
Now, like I said, these schools are currently being sued by the Attorney General. And I have to give props to the Attorney General for standing up for the rights and the safety of these children. Now, one thing that I'm hearing a lot from these concerned parents is they're saying that, oh, well, I have the right to know what my child identifies as. Which is true, I do agree with that. You see, there's the reason why a child might want to hide their gender identity. If your child feels that they can't trust you to let them know who they truly are, then that means that you failed as a parent. A parent is supposed to love their child unconditionally. And if that child feels that they can't trust you to let you know what their gender identity is or what their pronouns are, maybe the problem is at home, not with the school. Maybe the problem is the fact that you're raising your child in an environment where they feel uncomfortable to be around you, so they feel like they can truly be themselves when they're at school. And that's another thing that I want to bring up. Isn't it funny how everyone's saying, oh, well, the schools are forcing their kids to be trans, which clearly isn't true. But I'm like, these parents are forcing their child to believe in a religion that they don't even believe in. And let's be honest, the only reason why children identify with certain religions is because their parents teach it to them. You see, the reason why the parents want to know this is because they want the opportunity to bully the kids themselves. You see, one of the things that I often hear people say is that be careful who you hate because it might be the person you love. Well, that doesn't apply to some of these parents. Some of these parents will literally stop loving their child if they identify as gay or trans. Some of these parents are so deranged that they're willing to abuse their own kids. Some of these parents are so drunk on Jesus juice that they won't even stop at, we've all heard stories of parents that, commit homicide against their own child. You have some parents that will even throw their child out on the street simply for being queer. And this is what these policies are meant to prevent. There's a saying that goes, every child deserves a parent, but not all parents deserve children. If you have a problem with your child being gay or trans, and there's no support system there, then honestly, do you really deserve to be a parent? If your love is not unconditional, and if you can't love your child for who they are, then why did you even bother having children in the first place? You see, there's a reason why 40% of homeless youth identify as queer. And the schools are definitely not at fault for that. What's at fault are the parents. The parents are the ones that kick these children out of their houses. The parents were the ones that were raising these kids in an unsafe environment. But with that being said, I have to give a round of applause to the judge for blocking this. Because of his decision, many queer students in the state of New Jersey are now breathing a sigh of relief, knowing that they won't be forcefully outed to their parents and, have to fear whether or not they're going to be, kicked out or abused, or maybe even, killed for being who they are. I think Governor Murphy is making the right moves, and I think New Jersey should be used as a template for what every state should have regarding trans policy. But that's pretty much all I have to say about this. You guys let me know what you think. Alright, you guys stay safe, stay metal, hail Satan, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.